Technology has a habit of disrupting businesses and the way people work and employment. Maybe one of the early examples of this was the creation of the printing press, the Gutenberg printing press. It was very disruptive technology to the Catholic Church, which at that time had a lock or a license on the distribution of the Bible. Suddenly, it went from being handwritten scripture that it was copied by monks sitting in monasteries to now something that could be freely distributed off a printing press to the public. And this really changed the dynamic of the world at that time. But since then, the Industrial Revolution, when we look at changes from the Industrial Revolution or today, the Information Age, how have these technology changes impacted employment? Well, historically speaking, every time a major new technology comes about, it disrupts the way we live and work. In the early 1800s in Great Britain, one of the leading industries was the textile industries. In 1812, just as the British were fighting off advances from Napoleon's forces, more British troops were actually deployed internally inside Britain, coping with industrial trouble from a group known as the Luddites. You might have heard that term. We use the term Luddites to describe people who are anti-technology today. But it turns out these were textile workers, and they were losing their job as a result of the introduction of the steam machine. Prior to that, they had many years of apprenticing before they could work on these looms in the textile factories, and it was a very well-respected profession at that time. But these steam machines came in and eliminated the need for skilled labour. You could have children running these steam looms in these factories. So in 1812, led by a fictitious General Ludd or King Ludd, this group of textile artisans would enter these factories with these steam machines and burn them down, smashing up the machines, because this technology was taking their jobs. Today, we see taxi drivers of France, the cabbies, the London cabbies, and taxi drivers around the world protesting Uber in very much the same way, turning over Uber drivers' vehicles and stopping them from picking up rides at central locations. This disruption of employment by technology is a repeating cycle, a repeating story we see over and over again throughout history.